Hey. Just trying to set everything up here at the moment, and then we will be on our way. Hopefully. Da, 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 da. Alright. That appears to be all set up. And I think everything is running the way it should be. Live weather, and that's Microsoft Live Weather, not Rex Live Weather, since that doesn't want to work very well. But let's roll. Okay, just going to move that out of the way. Now, it's been a while since I've actually used this.
Test. Okay.
We'll fire it up though. Yep. Might help if I actually bring the controls up to me. Might be a good start to the whole thing. Right, let's do that. Which is there. Alright. That's cool. Now, this out. Did I do this right? Beacon on. No on. Let's find out. Wicked. Let's ping that down. Soft key. Now I don't know the weather. It doesn't look too bad. We're gonna stick the winds on. And it's cool. Let's take 3,000 feet, see where we end up. Okay, taxi light on. We can standby battery back down. And remove the parking brake. Get this show on the road. Just like I don't like being this low down, but that'll do. Here we go. Oh, we're going uphill. The aircraft does not like. Now we're not going to do the run up because it takes too much time, so we will assume everything is fine and obviously the approach is going to be clear. We don't need any flaps because it's a hard runway, so we will continue up and out. Let's have a look. Runway 24, and we'll throttle up and go. I did have it on. I wasn't paying much attention then. Okay, gliders down the climb out. And we'll make that left-hand turn now. Continuing the climb. Settings I think I still need to set on here, but that's fine. Dink. Heading. That will change. Alright. That's cool. Right then. So. Cool. We're now in that climb out. Let's get out of here. As they say, get out of Dodge. I mean, oh, pay attention. I almost overshot my flight plan. I kind of feel like I should be playing the Dam Buster theme tune. I don't know why. It's it might have to go down to 2,000 actually. This cloud. Yeah, I tell you what. Didn't like that, did it? We're going to take 2,000. Are you going to hold two? There we go. We'll take 2,000 for our cruise, as it were, because I think 3,000 is going to be in the clouds. You don't want to be in the clouds after, because it'll start icing. It's only 4 degrees outside. We will the pitot eat on though. Okay, where we go. So I'm going to fire up a little nav map in the background for you guys that haven't seen it. Unfortunately, because OBS is playing up, I'm not going to be able to show it, I don't think, to you. Which is a shame. But let's just go new. $2,000 should be fine though for the cruise, which it is. And awesome. So we'll continue on our way. I'm going to take that off. Don't want that. Oh, I'll tell you something else as well. I forget that every time, right? Nothing matters because we're not online. Pretend that never happened. And we will get out of here on the motorway. I don't think, is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's the M40 that runs along there. So that is the M40 and at some point going forwards you'll see the London city skyline start to break out. It's not there yet. Well, it kind of is right in the distance. It's right up here, but we'll see it soon. I technically could just go along and say, oh yeah, we you know, we're seeing this. This is this. I mean, we've got what Heathrow is not that way. I'll tell you one thing though, it's going to know about it soon. You can already sense the lag. But we've got Norfolk. So Norfolk is somewhere down here. Heathrow is over there. The Colne Valley Regional Park is off our nose. There's going to be an airfield right underneath us, or right over our left hand side, called Denham. Don't know if we're going to see it though. Not sure if we will see it. The M25 is there. It's just off to the M25 golf course. Oh, there we go. There it is. Denham. So that's Denham Airfield. Golf courses around there. Imagine playing golf down here. An aircraft coming at you. It's bad enough you made it in the sand. You have to come out of the sand, an aircraft coming right over your head. I don't know what would happen if, you know, you're teeing off the golf ball. That can't be right, surely. Sound very safe. Oh, definitely know London's coming up. My God, it stuttered. Absolutely stuttered then. I can see the London skyline up ahead. Now I don't think this is quite right, this water. No way that's all water there. I think that might be a glitch of some kind. I'm not having it. It does look like they've got jetties there, but it almost looks like you've had a flood. So there's Norfolk. Now you're starting to see, well, there's Wembley. We're going to fly over Wembley in a minute, and then you'll start seeing London City. The skyline is up ahead of us. It's runway 27, but in all fairness, we're going to get a visual in. We'll be able to see this, so it shouldn't be a real issue. He says. So you can see now London starting to build up all around us. With Harrow, Wembley's coming up. You've got Hayes off to the right. See Norfolk now passing underneath us. And yeah, so it's really going to start building up. We may see the Olympic Park. So when London 2012 Olympics were held, we'll see where the stadium things were. But we're definitely going to fly over Wembley, which you can just start seeing now, right here. The weather's not too bad actually here in London. It is now the evening. It's 11:30 at night real world, so obviously so we can see stuff. Obviously it's a daytime. And should be good. Now I'm thinking we're going to hand fly this all the way in. I could obviously set the ILS up, which is 111.15. So 111.15. Switch that over. So it recognises that. We'll try and fly. I mean, we're going to fly with London right off to our right hand side here. But this is Wembley, as in there is a place called Wembley. So you got like Wembley Park, over Wembley. The famous arch of the stadium as well. And we'll look to have, what is it, EE? So the EE sponsorship markings, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but it does look that way. But yeah, and then so Wembley with all its arches, the whole of Wembley, and London City there. And then I think coming up on our nose, it's not going to be so obvious, but we've got the zoo, the London Zoo, there's London Central Mosque, the British Museum. It's all starting to come in now, everything. You know, you can see how busy and how big London actually is. You know, it's massive. Some unusual looking buildings around as well. I think, is that, there's a prison. Wentworth Scrubs is around here as well. But it's just busy. It is just busy. There's so much, and especially when you're flying overhead. You know, there is so much. Hi, Mr. Zambu. I do apologise because the chat's not fully appearing to me. So I do apologise for not acknowledging you at first. It should, because I haven't got my typical setup at the moment where I normally have it. Because I've kind of done this off the cuff just to try a few things. And for you guys that don't know, FlightSim Simon, I was talking to him about this flight. I said, look, if you ever want to do a GA aircraft, Wickham Air Park to London City, it's a great quick flight to do, scenic. You can really try the aircraft out. But obviously, with that said, the chat information is not showing up that well to me. Now, I am just going to fly east a bit because I don't really want to fly directly over these, but at the same time we do want to see them. You know, we do want to have a good view of London. The airport's only up on, you know, the nose up there, but here's London. London, baby. So, but it's just busy, you know, clearly just busy. I mean, the Shard, you've got London Bridge, I think there's London Eye. London Eye just down there. There's the Shard, London Bridge. The stadium. Although right now I cannot remember whose that is. Is it Arsenal's? Or is that the Olympic Park itself? No, that was up ahead. So I don't know. Or is it the old ground? Is it Arsenal's now or the old? Because I know at Highbury's down there. That's the Olympic one. But yeah. And then again, London. So you got the Olympic Eye, London Eye, Houses of Parliament. Can't see. There's the Shard, the walkie-talkie tower. I don't know if that's what you call it, but that's what I've been calling it. I know a few other people have called it in the past. The walkie-talkie tower. We're going to keep on this heading for now. Actually, I'll tell you what. No, we won't. Let's just make a bit of a turn. Where's that done that? Let's reset that. I always forget what to. Yeah, okay. Playing around with view settings a little bit. Let's take this turn because I kind of want to see if we can look down. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're going to see it. So we can look down at London, the Olympic Park. So like I say, London 2012. I mean, it was everywhere. London 2012, and in all fairness, not just in London. There's Canary Wharf. It's just down there as well. A bit of a look back at London main city, and then here's the Olympic Park. Like I say, it wasn't just in London, but this is where most of it took place. Is right here. My wings get out of the way. Right, let's get away. I might have to change the settings on these auto messages, so if you're getting spammed, I apologise. Can I do it from here? Yeah, I think I can. Actually, cancel. Save. Okay, so there's the airport down there. Be landing at. So we've got the localizer or the ILS tuned in essentially. The moment, but it's tracking from the opposite direction. We are now downwind. One thing again, it's Orbex London City. These static aircraft annoy the hell out of me. Why you can't turn them off? You know, I don't want static aircraft. It's about you fly offline, but if you fly online, you just get in the way. They're going to look like it's the parking space is basically not vacant. Okay. You got the Thames barrier as well, which we should see when we come in. There is also, if anyone ever gets a chance to look at the charts, and it's really weird, there is a restricted area around here that you cannot fly over, which I always found strange on the approach, but I think you can fly over it if you're high enough. When you get lower, you can't fly towards it, which I never got. Very strange one. So, let's continue down. Okay. Right, let's see what we do from here, shall we? We could either balls this one up in a blaze of glory, or we could be alright. Right now, I don't know. But the aircraft is now mine. The ILS has now picked up the fact that we're going to be going the opposite direction, which is handy. Okay, so the glide slope is now going up. So we're still making that turn. We are. That's fine. Start making a steeper bank for now. We can always line it up further as we go around. Right, straighten this out. Yeah. So here's the other thing as well, is my trim's not working very well, which is nice of it. Okay. So we're just looking. Now, London City, for those that don't know, and I think most do, is notorious for having a steep descent. However, maybe not so much for me today. We'll see. Okay. Still a bit early actually, but we'll be fine. Let's give it some flaps. Hold here. So you see the Thames barrier now, off to the left down the river. Okay. Yeah, the nose really wants to pitch down. I can't control the trim right now. It's not liking me. So the slide, it's very, very light right to left wind. And see this, so if you look now, this looks like I'm really high. However, the pipeline lights are saying you're low. This is what I'm getting at. It has a very, very steep descent rate here at London City. So it can be an interesting approach at the best of times, and especially if you are something like an Airbus. Okay. It's crazy that they even now, I'm almost right on it.
500.
But that's just, it's such a crazy descent. Here we go. See how this one goes, shall we? Oh, very twitchy on the controls as well. The sensitivity is a bit of a nightmare. Again, getting a bit low. Let's bang on the money there. Here we go. Oops. Hold off. Okay, bit off the centre line, but considering that everything's going to be a bit of a nightmare on me, I'll take that. And nose down. You have to do it with a bit of class, you know, pop a wheelie all the way down. And then, there is. Turn off now, like I say, I have no traffic on at all. These static aircraft. So that it's so annoying to have them there because they just get in the way. Okay, this will be interesting. Who is who? This is the dude, right? Maybe I've come in the wrong way, but see, he shouldn't even be there. Why is he there like that? And just for the record, yes, one did not put his taxi light back on or turn the strobes off or anything, but it's basically going to get this in here. This is not where you would park Microsoft Flight Simulator. Am I doing it for the sake of you? Okay. Yep. So there you go. Like I said, you know, it's a scenic flight. If you want to have a quick flight to try out any aircraft, well, any GA aircraft, light ones, because you know you've got to get it out of Wickham. But it's a really nice flight because it takes you into London and into a challenging approach. So here we are. Mr. Zambu, -40. Do you know what, actually? Did I have it? Oh, hi. Is it Rice? Oh, Rice Leaf? 1 second. Let me check for you. No, -234 in the end. So let's do that. -234. And so Rice, it's basically a joystick I use, but the settings. The thing is, it's very twitchy. So the aircraft is very twitchy in a GA like this Cessna. I just can't change it. I really struggle to get it just right. So you've got to make it will hold it, but if you have to make corrections quickly, the nose dips, the trimmer can't get right. It's over trims itself. Which is annoying. So, but it wasn't that bad, surely. If Mr. Zambu says it's -40, then it can't be that bad. I won't tell him. I won't tell him you got it wrong. Don't worry. I mean, put it this way, -234. What that? Well, I think I landed the Airbus about the same last night. Must be my going rate. There's those 200s. But yeah, your secret's safe with me. I won't tell him unless he could be secretly watching. That you don't know. Is he on? No, I think he's offline. You might be alright. You might be safe. Unless I tell him you got it wrong. Yeah, welcome to London City. Is anyone else in the chat? Do they have the London City Pack and London City Airport by Orbex? Do any of you guys have it? Because if so, is there a way that you guys know how to remove the static aircraft that annoy me? Because they just get in the way. I don't even know why they're there. Would be cool as well if you can open the door. Can you open the doors on these? I don't. No. Why can't you open the door? A2A. If you're watching, and Liam, if you're watching, hurry up and release your product for us. See, these don't work. That worked, I know that much. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I say it was only a quick flight, just try a few things out. I say it was a flight that I was telling FlightSim Simon on the FlightSim network that we're all part of. And you can go to the Discord server. The link's in the chat. It's coming up. It should be in the description as well. You know, I know like Mr. Zambu, he's a member over there. Always trying to help people on there. So check it out. But this was a quick flight just for FlightSim Simon to show him what he's missing by not doing it when we go low and slow and not the whole IFR that he likes to bang on about. And yes, there will be some VFR rules we broke, but it was only just an A to B for tonight. So with that said, we are going to end this there, and yeah, we'll catch you all soon. So take care.